I just want to line up an entire choir and shoot them with paintballs. Let me explain. 4 months ago, I stumbled upon this crazy Russian cartoon where he lines up his gun in a row and plays the triggers like a piano to wipe out his enemies. And I thought, what if I use my piano destroying skills and recreate this in real life? Wait, but how is this an instrument? I think I have a plan. What if every piano key is connected to its own paintball marker, precisely aimed at a person in the choir? And when they get hit, they will sing the note for that key, which means I can literally play the choir. But this is just a weird dream. There's no way we would actually do this. Right? I ran out to my garage to do a test if this will even work. And check this, here's the cross-section of a piano mechanism. A design refined for hundreds of years for optimal performance. But we don't need any of this, because we're making an American piano today. But this American piano was way trickier to make than I first thought. Because how do we even pull the trigger with a piano key? I first tried to tie them together with a guitar string, and it did make it fire. Now we just set this up. Ah, fuck! Without me even pressing the piano key. What did I think? If it goes up, it will turn it! In my second attempt, I cut the brakes from my brother's bike, and in that way there would be one less mouth to feed for my family. But also, it will solve the accidental triggering issue, since this brake cable can move without jerking the trigger like before when aiming. And it worked like magic. It was a bit hard to press the key though, because it added a lot of friction. Why is it not pulling the trigger? Like maybe 50 times harder than a standard piano? But it will be fine. Next problem is we needed a mount that let us aim and then lock that aim in place. And you have already seen my design. It was really interesting. And by interesting, I mean you never really knew where it would shoot next. So I decided to use my backup plan. Call an American.
Use the taper of the barrel to maybe some fine adjustment screws to like...
In 2 hours, John designed something 100 times better than what took me 2 days. It was almost like he did this kind of stuff for a living. People walking by here, they see this, they think I'm a loser. But when they see the final video, they will know for sure. Now when we got the design down for one key, it's time to start scaling. I calculated that I should be able to fit around 21 paintball guns in my piano. I also calculated that buying them would be insanely expensive. And for days, I wasn't sure what to do. Until I saw this. You see, Swedish people have started shooting each other with real guns lately, so I thought there might be some paintball ranges nearby wanting to offload some of their gear. And I was right. Only 10 miles away, a range had just shut down and the owner agreed to sell me everything he had for $4,000. You think it's enough? And for the next step, I wanted to see if I could shoot the melody using a third of my haul. Oops. Whoa! It's so loud! They are not used to getting shot, xylophone bars. Whoa! No! I broke the xylophone bar. And after 10 minutes of aiming, I played a very questionable melody, but it kind of worked. I wonder how bad this hurts. Oh, no! Okay, that hurts, but this pain goes away. Emotional pain can really stick around, and that's why this video is a paid partnership with BetterHelp. 1 year ago, I struggled a lot with overreaching. Like, I work so hard on stuff that I always ended the days feeling really anxious and burned out. But after talking to a therapist, I realized that I don't have to drive myself into the ground to feel accomplished. So I started taking more breaks and setting a clear time to stop working each day. And that made a huge difference in my work-life balance. And BetterHelp makes it easy to connect to a credentialed therapist therapist who understands your needs. You just fill out this questionnaire and they will match you with a therapist in as little as a couple of days. And if you don't vibe with your therapist, you can easily switch them out to another one. And something I really like is that if you're too busy for a video call, you can just text your therapist instead. And that really lowers the friction of reaching out when you need to talk to someone. So if you're struggling and think you would benefit from a therapy session, click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/Mattias and get you 10% off your first month of therapy. At this point, I realized that I must have measured completely wrong. There's no way I could fit all of these in my piano, so I either use less of them or I build a new piano from scratch. I got help from my designer Shervin, who created this amazing concept inspired by a military ammunition box. And I was so hyped about it, I almost forgot I know nothing about woodworking, and I'm the one who's going to build this. But after a lot of YouTube tutorials and a lot of external motivation, I started to get the hang of it. There's a special feeling with having 21 guns aimed at you. It feels like a cartoon almost. This went way better than I thought, and after some finishing touches, it was time for the reveal. Let's do the first test on these special targets that are each tuned to a musical note. Let's just see if this works first. Okay, and once we got the aim down, we will be able to play some music with this. Okay, see if that one hits it again, then we're on. The first shot was good, but maybe that was luck. This is not starting very well. So we move the targets a football field closer. Okay, that's good. Now we play a scale. The problem is the accuracy. But after hours of just tuning the aim, let me show you what would happen if Mozart were born in America. It was way better, and I couldn't wait to try it on real people to finally hear what it sounds like. So I didn't wait. Cameraman, let's have a war. Ah, there he was, the real music. Now let's get those 21 people. So I spent the entire next day reaching out to choirs in Sweden. But let's just say they were not nearly as excited about the idea as I was. So I wasn't sure how to continue. Until I remembered, my friend Jonas is a teacher for music students. What if he asked if they want to stand in front of my piano? And I was so shocked to hear that 21 of them said yes. But before I take the piano there, I wanted to do one little upgrade to surprise them. You see, the bicycle brake solution kinda sucked. It was really hard to do stuff like this on the piano. Something I always wanted to try on this is just do a big swipe on all the keys. It's too heavy to press them down. But with the help of my mechatronic engineer Goran, the piano became 10 times more fun to play. Drag the keys. And 100 times worse to be in front of. So Jonas is going to be the calibration chicken now. But he doesn't know that I already done the calibration. He doesn't actually have to do this. So it's funny that he thinks he needs to do it. Let's go! Woo!
This is a lot scarier standing in front of than I thought it was going to be.
More to the right. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Oh, that's perfect.
That was ow.
Go to the left. Oh! And write a 10 on it. So now when we had everyone's position, again, we were ready because tomorrow's
game time.
Ah, what a wonderful day to shoot some kids.
Hjärnskada.
Hey, ja, det där. And everyone was excited to have fun. Until I brought out the liability waivers. Som ni gärna får signera innan ni är med på videon.
Ja, det är så illa.
Jag avsäger mig rätten att typ stämma organisatören i samband.
I never said it would be fun. The suffering is the music. For the first experiment, we ordered everyone by height. And the idea is that the pitch will increase naturally as we go down in length. So let's try it. Okay, redo? Not convincing. Come on. Yeah.
Han missar mig.
That one doesn't work. Oh, sorry. That was the wrong one. Hey. My first impression was that I already love this piano, and I haven't heard a single proper note yet. I will try going up the scale, and we can see. Maybe you can moan or something. I don't know. Does it hurt? Rush E. Vem är på E? Okej, är det någon som spelar piano? Okej. Hey, you are saved. Wow, look at this. This is amazing. Do you know any songs only on white keys or something? Oh, sorry, I forgot. I forgot.
It's much more fun on this side.
We need to practice.
Yeah. Something beautiful. So
Yeah.
somewhere over the rainbow.
This is what he played. And this is what it actually sounded like.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I couldn't really hear the song. Okay, I feel like we kind of try this concept now, and the pitch is kind of increasing, but not really. Let's compare our lowest notes versus our highest. But one thing we learned is that pain is really effective to get sound out of people. So now we just need to tune them. Each person is now wearing headphones and hearing their own reference note. So this is what this person hears, this. And when they get hit, they will just try to match their dedicated note. And with this, I think we are going to be way closer to making something musical. And after a little bit of practice, time for stage 2. Let's try a chord. This actually kind of worked. Like if I listened really hard, like really hard, I could pick up on something reminiscent of a melody. Like when I played this, I got this. But that's about it. The other 99% of the time, it kind of just sounded like this. I wish I could sit here for hours testing and maybe I would be able to play something decent. But my target, friends, were wishing for the exact opposite.
Jag fick den i facet.
What?
No.
My people they are giving up on me. It's too painful, so we need to act fast now, I think. Because if any more people leave now, we're not enough to complete the final experiment. And if we don't manage to make any music before everyone leaves, they would just think I'm some kind of crazy. So I bribed them with pizza and handed out these groin guards to convince them to stay for the finale. Look at these microphones. This setup will force the correct note to be sang, so even their screams will become beautiful music. Okay, finally, it's time for something that might actually sound like music.
Oh my fucking god. Nu är jag rädd.
Ready?
Go, go, go!
What the fuck? That's like the best sounding so far. It sounds like a duck or something. But it was still better than ever before, so let's try some harder stuff. I will try a chord on the people over there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's try the C major scale. Okay, but this is promising. I will try to play a song now.
Fucking, alltså jävla rövande.
Short one.
Hey, I hear so much talk. Okay, shh.
I will kill you.
Focus. It was time. Could I finally play something that you could actually hear what it was? Finally! I love it! Good job! We were having so much fun with this instrument, and it worked surprisingly well. But there was this one song I wanted to play that was just too difficult for me. Rush E. Before everyone is dying, some pianist should play something.
Filip pianist.
Kan du spela?
Vad ska spela?
Rush E.
Jag kan inte Rush E.
Ta någon annan. Säg inte vilket nummer det är, då kommer han bara trycka på den.
Kom ihåg att skriva betyg nu.
Aj!
Can we try to make the last longer?
En gång till, jag glömde skrika länge.
Amazing, but still not Rush E. However, I realized that we now had the scream of every single person here recorded. So with the power of editing, here's Rush E in Pain Major. Whoa! One more. No. I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm actually a very considerate person. So for the bonus stage, everyone will be behind the keyboard and I will be in front so they can finally get their revenge. Oh, and also Jonas, because he was the one sacrificing them.
Okej.
Didn't even hurt. Thank you to Olinsgymnasiet for letting us borrow their equipment.
And thanks to all the students who agreed to come and join.
If this video wasn't weird enough for you, check this one out. Here I go to Madagascar to milk their spiders to make a spiderweb guitar string.